everybody, and welcome back to the Empire Let's Play world. Man, I think I really screwed up. And let me tell you why. We have been doing a lot of work over here by this river. We built this really nice tunnel. We're going to put a bridge here. And then on the other side, we decided we're going to do a map library. We'll have a place to deposit all of our village maps, and we'll have a massive map of our world. That was my plan. And so I was thinking about it, we'd have this nice stripped oak kind of supports. We'd do some stone, some spruce. We'd have this really kind of shallow modern roof. Be really cool looking. But then I realized something. This is south. This is north. Now, I don't know about you, but when I look at a map, typically I like south to be on the bottom and north to be on the top. Right? I mean, that just makes sense. When you look at a map, that's how it goes. So if we put our map in this space here, and we put the map on the floor, south will be here, and north will be there. And so the map will be upside down. Like if I want to go in that direction on the map, I'll actually have to go in that direction in the real world. Now, there is a simple solution. We could, of course, put the map in here upside down. But I really don't like that. If I put labels on the map, then they're going to be upside down and I'll have to turn around to read them. So really, this building should be on this side of the road. And that way, when we walk in, south will be at our feet, north will be out in front of us, and it will mirror the actual real world. Yeah. So I think what we're going to do to start today is we're going to look at these measurements and figure out A, would they fit over here? And B, if not, where are we going to put it? So I think we might end up walking in this direction a little bit because I think eventually this coastline kind of flares out a little bit and there will be room eventually. But then we would want to kind of plan a little bit of where our road is going to go. So let's do that. Let's get these measurements so we know exactly how big the building needs to be. We'll plot out our road a little bit here, and then we'll figure out where we're actually going to put this map library. Okie doke. 40 wide, 27 deep. That's the needs. So let's move in this direction a little bit and kind of imagine where this path is going to go. And I think we could probably move our map library just over here. What I've got so far is just this little path that sort of cuts through the woods here. The road will come along. Oh, hello. He all by himself? Nope. It's weird there's no guy with a banner. Anyway, we're going to come from over there. We're going to move in this direction. The road will cut through the forest like so, moving up toward the jungle. And right up here, there's sort of this rocky shore. Right here. Here's zombies. Anyway, right here, I think, is where we're going to put the map library. And so it'll kind of hug this side, come out a little bit, and then cut across like so. So it'll be right along the water. We'll be able to see it from the bridge over there. And then the road can continue along up toward the jungle. I think I'm going to move our camp a little bit closer to where we're working. Grab some wood. I don't need dirt. Great. All right, let's head over here and then lay out where the map library is going to be. It is really uneven over here. So up there, you can kind of see a couple of torches. That's where I want the path for the jungle to go. And you can see it really climbs in elevation right there. And then right down here, you can see it sort of dips down into a little bit of a valley before it gets there. And even here, you can see that's going to be one corner, that's going to be one corner, that's going to be one corner, and that's going to be one corner. So I need to kind of flatten this out and create a little bit of a foundation for the map library as well. As far as the road and all that, we'll worry about that in the future. I just want to focus on the map library today. And there it is. That's going to be the footprint. So there's a corner, there's a corner, there's a corner, there's a corner. And we're going to have a map that's going to be on the floor. And the map will be surrounded with a walkway. It'll be about 5 blocks wide. And I think the walkway will be a little bit elevated and the map will be a little bit sunken. And then we'll have some nice stripped oak supports. We'll have a stone ceiling. We'll have a spruce floor, glass walls. It'll look really, really modern. There's still some holes in the floor and that sort of thing that I need to fill in. And we need to go get some materials. I need to grow some spruce. I need to ground up some glass. We should probably see if we have any maps laying around and then bring all of that over here. Let's go ahead and grab our horse and just do a quick tour of the villages and see if we have some materials laying around for this build. First, we'll stop by the Southland. We can use some glowstone. I'll take the glass. I'll go ahead and grab the maps. I'll grab some spruce. We're going to need a lot of item frames. We'll head over to Mingus. Got some maps. And we got some paper. And we'll head up to Coltrane. We got some sand that we can turn into glass. Got some more maps. And we've got some item frames. And back out towards the map library. I think we've got everything we need to get started. It's going to take probably a couple of episodes, and I'll explain why once we get out there. We'll need to get some spruce growing, get our foundation kind of laid out, and then I'll kind of talk you through the rest of it. So this is going to be the footprint. The foundation is going to be stone, and then on the corners we'll have this nice stripped oak, which will be kind of the supports of the building. The walls will be glass. Around the perimeter, we're going to have a walkway, and the walkway will be made out of spruce. And then in the center, we're going to have a map kind of recessed into the floor. I do want to put some glowstone down so that things stay kind of bright and easy to see, spawn-proof, all of that. The walls will be glass, and then the ceiling will be a nice, shallow, sloping stone roof. And I think it's going to look real cool. This will be the center here, so still need to clean some of this up and replant some of the forest that we tore down. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty big building. One thing I've not talked about in a while, and I should probably mention it just so those of you who don't know, the way you cut down a tall tree, in case you don't know, is you just cut in 1, 2, 3, step on it, and then you just go 1, 2, 3, jump up. 1, 2, 3, jump up. 1, 2, 3, jump up. You just keep doing that, and you basically cut yourself a little staircase. And that way you don't have to like pillar up and then cut your way back down and then figure out how to get rid of the pillar. You don't have to cut it down and then climb back up and cut it down. So you can do this with spruce. You can do this with big jungle trees. You can do it with dark oak trees or pale oak trees as well. Any tree that's a 2x2, this will work. Then once you get to the top, it usually kind of peters out up here. There we go. Once we get up here, we can just cut all this out. And then if you kind of stand in the middle, you can kind of do just like a spiral. And you'll just keep kind of falling down. So anyway, that's how you cut down a 2x2 tree. So the walkway is going to be 5 blocks wide. So this will be the outside edge of the walkway. And this will be the inside edge. So that is one tree. Still got quite a ways to go here, so we're going to cut down another one and hopefully finish up this walkway. The walkway is installed and it looks great. It's just a bunch of planks except for the front and the back. I just did stairs to make it look a little nicer and easier to step up and down. Again, this is where the map is going to be. And then this is going to be surrounded by a foundation of stone. And I suppose that's the next thing we should do. And since it's going to be a bunch of blocks, we might as well do another time lapse. There we have our foundation. And you know, I think because we surrounded all of the spruce with stone, we ended up flush here. And I think I might actually extend this all out by 1 so that we get a nice kind of pillar. So we'll kind of bring this up. Like this. And we'll go ahead and strip the bark off of it as well. But then the corners will look a little more substantial, a little bit more supportive, and I think it'll look really cool. Hopefully my poor axe doesn't break. Okay, this is really coming along. I might put stone here and then start the glass next to it. I think that might just look a little bit more finished. And then we'll do some kind of entryway. So we'll have doors here and then perhaps a little bit of a, stone entryway here. And then this will be the path that meets up with the rest of our road. And then we're going to do a ceiling that's going to be stone. And I have an idea of something we could do that would mix some stairs and some slabs. On the back, I think I'm going to leave it unfinished for now because I might do like a little deck or a place where it kind of pokes out and we have a little bit of an alcove here. But yeah, really coming along. I will tear this andesite out because we could certainly use that for our road. And then we need to figure out how we're going to put the glowstone and everything in here. I don't think we need glowstone in every single space, but spacing it evenly so that we get this nice lit up area would be nice. Let's grab the glowstone and let's grab some item frames. We are really coming along here. I'm going to need a lot more item frames. And I was doing a little bit of checking and I actually messed up. This is 2 blocks taller and 2 blocks wider than I had initially planned. I forgot that I had taken the outer wall into account already. And so, yeah, this should have been the outer wall, not this. And so it's actually, instead of 15, it's 17 tall and it's 30 wide. And so that means we need this many maps and the same number of item frames, which is a lot. My axe is in really bad shape. And so I think next episode, what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our maps, we're going to walk down to the swamp and expose them so that we have some maps to put in here. And then we'll get a mending book so we can fix up our axe and combine it with our other axe. And then we'll never have to worry about that again. This area is going to be really interesting. You can see there's a torch, and then right up there, those torches are where I want the road to kind of go. And it's, like I said, really extreme elevation changes. So this is going to be very challenging to sort out. I think the last thing I want to do today is let's just make a map of our area we have here. So I need a cartography table and a map. See, I think a cartography table will be like that. So we'll do that and a couple paper, cartography table. Great. And then I'll need one piece of paper to shrink the map. So let's go ahead and expose this. There it is. Kind of funny looking right now with the glowstone and all that. And then let's go and put it in here and we'll shrink it down once. There we have it. So we are somewhere in the middle of our world. So I'm just going to put it there. We will have to scoot these all around once we figure out, like if we end up going a little further in this direction, then we might need to scoot all the maps over one. It's going to be pretty finicky and finagly, but it's going to be pretty neat once we get it all kind of going and we can see all of our different builds and the road connecting it all. I think it's going to be awesome. And that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. If you want to be like these folks and help support the channel, scan the code on the screen or click join down in the description. And thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.